Alright, what's up, y'all? Today's the day we start tearing down the E36 again. It's always much nicer to be outside in 100-degree weather when you've just been in a pool. Alright, y'all, so we're going to be tearing down the rear end of the E36 because, well, mostly because I feel like it. Because I also have not ordered the parts for the trailing arms yet, so it's still going to be at least another week until I'm actually ready to put this thing all back together. But the arms are coming back from powder coating tomorrow, hopefully, or at least very soon. That's what the powder coater said. And these things are going to look freaking insane. I probably spent way more money than I needed to powder coating these things, but it's going to look like this is like the coolest color that you can possibly do with powder coat. And it'll go good with the dark green. It'll look fucking insane. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But yeah, basically we're going to pull everything in the rear off. We're pulling axles off, both brake calipers, brake rotors, trailing arms, basically everything except for like some of the arms that attach to the subframe. So we're going to start pulling it apart. And yeah, it's also very nice to jump in the pool first, or else it's crazy hot out here. It's hot when you're in the car with the AC on, so being in a garage where there's not much airflow, it's not a vibe. So if we get too hot, we're just going to jump back in the pool. It's a reset. Alright, we're going to call it a day for right here. We will continue tomorrow, most likely. I forgot I need to take off that axle nut, and so I need to put the wheel back on and stuff. I tried having my dad hold the handbrake, but it's not enough because that thing is like, I was literally like had my body weight on it, and I was like bouncing on the fucking torque wrench. So we're also going to need to get a 1/2-inch drive wrench, or like socket ratchet thing, because I broke my old one and I haven't needed one until now. But I can't put my giant breaker bar on the torque wrench, so we're gonna need to do that. So we will be back. For now, I'm gonna go make some eggs and bacon and chill for like 30 minutes before I go to work. All right, y'all, it's day 2. We just got the 1/2-inch drive ratchet warranted. Lady made it super easy. I think I already said this in the last clip, so I should probably just shut up. But we're about to hop in the pool because it's hot as balls, and gonna be even more hot when I'm working on a staying car. So yeah, let's cool off a little bit. Feels good. Alright, so first things first, we're just gonna drop the car back down and put the wheels back on. Unfortunately, because we have to get those dang axle nuts off, and they're freaking tight, and I don't think holding the e-brake is gonna do it. got one side pretty much finished. Still got to pull the axle off and pull the trailing arm bushing thing bracket off, but we're gonna wait for that because you kind of got to put it on in a certain order. So I'm gonna wait until I have the new one so I can put it back together the same way it came apart. This thing's actually in better condition than you would think for a car that probably has 250,000 miles and it's almost 30 years old. This bushing is, I don't want to touch it, but it's in pretty good condition, surprisingly. This one, I thought these two were the same, so I gotta do more research now because these two clearly aren't the same bushing. Like this one moves, this one is like solid, but I didn't even know this, but this bearing is like non-existent. It's probably, I mean, you can see it on camera because it's so bad. I mean, that is like a good like 1/8 inch of play, so it's definitely good that we're replacing that. So now we just gotta do the other side. I'm gonna throw these dual caliper setup on Facebook, see if anybody wants to buy them. I sell them for like half price. Pretty good deal, but unfortunately I can't use that with the M arms. I gotta get a whole new setup, which is kind of annoying, but at least I can still use the line, so I just gotta get a new bracket and calipers. But definitely worth it, so I won't be snapping axles. So I'm gonna finish up the other side. I'm just gonna throw it on a time lapse. So here we go. Alright, what's up, y'all? Got the other side done. It literally probably took me like 30 minutes since one I had done the other side, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. Had all the tools out and not filming everything. That kind of adds a whole nother level to it, but got this bad boy off. It's pretty much the exact same as the other side. This bushing is in better condition than I thought. Bearing is pretty fucked up. Another good thing about replacing this is when I got this car, this is pretty common. It stripped out on the other side as well, but instead of doing like a threaded insert, they fucking just welded this on there, which is kind of obnoxious. Probably not super safe as well, but yeah, so we'll be able to get those replaced. Haven't got a call from the powder coat guy yet. It's like 3 more hours before they close, so we'll see if they actually finish today, but doesn't really matter either way. I think I'm gonna order those parts up today, get these dual calipers thrown up on Facebook Marketplace, so hopefully I can get, if I can sell all this stuff, it's a whole story. If I can get everything sold, I should be able to come out pretty much even, which is kind of nice, but I really gotta pee. But yeah, my eBay is permanently banned for whatever reason. They told me, I feel like it's because a long time ago I was trying to download a program legally without paying for it, and I got my computer hacked, and somebody ordered a fucking MacBook off my eBay to their house, and it was like a whole thing because I had to pay for it, and then we were like on calls with eBay and PayPal, and you'd be sitting on the phone for hours. It was like super stressful. I was like 18 at the time, so I was like, damn, my life is over. It was like $1,300. I was like, this is the most fucking money I've ever paid for anything in my entire life. Like, my first car cost fucking barely twice that. And where's I going with this story? Oh yeah, because I'm permanently banned, and so I feel like that's why I'm permanently banned. But I called them literally like a week ago because it says I'm banned, but I'm like, well, I can probably get the ban lifted, like whatever. I probably wouldn't pay them that money because fuck them for assuming that I bought that, even though it is going to a completely different house. And so I call eBay, right, and I'm like, maybe we can just get this handled like adults and figure something out. Call the first time, she says, you're permanently banned and I can't tell you why. So I'm like, all right, let me just, I've dealt with this with DoorDash, where sometimes the person you're working with just doesn't want to be helpful. They're like, I hate my job and I'm not going to be helpful. So you just call again and hopefully you get somebody with a decent mood. So I call back and the lady's like, well, yeah, you're permanently banned and you can't get unbanned, but it's because we reached out a year ago for you to verify your contact info and you didn't respond. I'm like, what? Like, how is that just depending on a permanent ban? So I was like, I'm just going to keep calling until somebody really wants to be helpful. basically, moral of the story is I called like 8 times. I did. Oh, I forgot the name, but I got some dude to say a really funny name. What was the name? It was like Anita Fart or something like this, something stupid, and he was like, "Your email is. Can you verify your email? It's IneedAFart104@gmail.com." And I was like, "Yep, that's it," because I was just frustrated at that point. But yeah, so I guess I got permanently banned for not verifying my contact info. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully, we can kind of break even. And I'm gonna order those parts up. Some dragonflies over there doing their thing. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go work for a little bit. Hopefully Paracord guy calls me. Alright, y'all, time for the big reveal. They look pretty freaking insane already. Jeez, looks so good. This shit looks fucking insane. It looks so good. Holy crap. I'm gonna freaking wipe my hands across it. Don't even get dirt on it. This shit looks insane. Let me get a clip with the light. Pop these bad guys open. Definitely feels beefier. Oh yeah, these boys are way bigger. Let's see if we can get a comparison. I swear it's like twice as heavy. I don't think we got bolts, but hopefully we can use the old ones. It does have a nut on the end. Unless it's... Hopefully these bad boys hold up as well as OEM too, because they're like $90, which is kind of sketchy, but OEM ones are like $1,000 or something stupid, so... But yeah. The size is not even close on the 325 IS ones. So hopefully these bad boys should hold up a lot better. Got faith. Fucking heavy, but I don't know if you guys can tell, but like the outside is fucking way beefier. And the shaft itself is a little bit bigger. Hopefully that'll make the difference. I've heard of people having good luck. Really would prefer to not have to buy fucking like drive shaft shop axles because they're like $1,000, which is a little bit insane, especially considering how good of a deal that shit is. They're like $180 with free shipping, which is crazy because those things weigh like fucking 40 pounds together in a big giant heavy duty box. But whew, I got faith. Now we just gotta wait for brake pads and rotors. I'm gonna take these bad boys to get the bearings and hubs pressed back in tomorrow. Put all of the bushings in, which shouldn't be too bad. We're good to go. And then it's burnout time.